As many of you know, this is my final evening news broadcast.
The newsroom feels unusually still, the glow of monitors casting faint shadows across the room. It's the kind of stillness that settles when something profound is about to be said, when the weight of words carries a meaning far beyond the headlines. Norah O'Donnell, a voice so many rely on for clarity and calm during chaotic times, has shared news that is as deeply personal as it is heartbreaking. For years, she has been a steady presence, delivering stories of resilience, challenge, and hope. But now, the story has turned inward. In a candid and emotional revelation, she has confirmed a diagnosis that has shaken her family to its very core. This is not about the cameras, the spotlight, or the audience. This is about a woman, a mother, a wife, facing a moment that will forever change her life. Behind the poised exterior we see on our screens is a battle that's raw, human, and deeply vulnerable. It's a reminder that even those we see as pillars of strength are not immune to life's unexpected blows. Norah's words carry the weight of someone stepping into the unknown, with the courage to let others see the cracks in the armor we all wear. This is her story, and it's one that will leave no one untouched. Early life and career. What drives someone to dedicate their life to uncovering the truth, no matter the cost? For Norah O'Donnell, the answer lies in a childhood filled with change and discovery. Norah O'Donnell's journey began in Washington, D.C., on January 23, 1974. As the daughter of a U.S. Army officer, her upbringing was anything but ordinary. Frequent moves were part of her family's routine, as they lived across the globe in places like Seoul, South Korea. Imagine growing up in a new place every few years, adjusting to different cultures, languages, and ways of life. This nomadic childhood gave Norah a unique perspective on the world, shaping her curiosity and adaptability. But what sparked her interest in journalism? Was it the exposure to diverse cultures, or a desire to tell the stories of those often overlooked? Perhaps it was both. After graduating from Douglas MacArthur High School in San Antonio, Texas, Norah pursued her education at Georgetown University. She earned a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy in 1995 and later a Master of Arts in Liberal Studies in 2003. These years were formative, teaching her to question everything and approach life with a critical eye, qualities that would later define her career. Her first steps into journalism came at Roll Call, where she covered Congress with razor-sharp focus. It was clear even then that Norah had a talent for capturing the intricacies of politics and presenting them in a way the public could understand. But how would this early success propel her into the national spotlight? Rise to prominence. What does it take to rise through the ranks in one of the world's most competitive industries? For Norah, it was a combination of talent, grit, and a knack for being at the right place at the right time. Norah's career took a giant leap forward when she joined NBC News. Over the course of a decade, she wore many hats: Washington bureau correspondent, contributing anchor for Today, and chief White House correspondent, among others. Her ability to simplify complex political issues without losing their nuance set her apart. It wasn't long before she became a trusted voice in American journalism. The turning point came in 2011 when Norah joined CBS News as the chief White House correspondent. Here, she cemented her reputation for incisive reporting, covering everything from domestic policy to international crises. Then, in 2019, history was made. Norah was named the anchor and managing editor of CBS Evening News, becoming only the third woman to hold this prestigious position. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Norah but for women in journalism everywhere. But how did Norah manage to balance the weight of such a demanding role with her responsibilities at home? Personal life behind every professional success story is a personal one. So, who is Norah O'Donnell when the cameras are off? Norah's personal life is as inspiring as her professional one. In 2001, she married Jeff Tracy, a celebrated chef and restaurateur. Their relationship began during their college years at Georgetown, and over 2 decades later, their bond remains strong. Together, they've built a life centered around love, respect, and partnership, raising 3 children: twins Grace and Henry, born in 2007, and their youngest, Riley, born in 2008. How does Norah manage to stay present for her family while navigating the relentless demands of journalism. She's spoken openly about the challenges of striking that balance, emphasizing the importance of carving out time for her children. Whether it's attending school events or spending quiet evenings together, Norah ensures her family knows they come first. Her personal life isn't just a testament to her resilience, but also a reminder that even the most accomplished figures face the same struggles as the rest of us. When and how the diagnosis was shared. What happens when life throws an unexpected challenge at you, one that could change everything? For Norah, that moment came in 2016 during what should have been a routine dermatologist appointment. A small spot on her upper left back caught her doctor's attention. While it seemed minor at first, further testing revealed something far more serious. Melanoma in situ. This early-stage skin cancer is highly treatable, but only if detected in time. For Norah, the diagnosis was not only a shock, but also a wake-up call. She decided to share her story publicly, speaking out about the importance of regular health checks. In an interview, Norah described how the diagnosis forced her to confront the fragility of life. "I've always been proactive about my health," she said, "but this was a reminder of how quickly things can change." What would you do if you learned something so small could potentially save your life, or someone else's? Norah underwent surgery to remove the cancerous tissue, a procedure that left her with layers of stitches and a deeper awareness of her health. But rather than retreating, she turned her experience into a platform for awareness. By sharing her journey, she encouraged thousands to take charge of their own health. Initial reactions. How do you measure the impact of one person's courage to speak out? In Norah's case, the response was overwhelming. The moment she shared her diagnosis, messages of support poured in from all corners. Fans thanked her for her transparency, many sharing their own stories of health scares and recovery. Her colleagues at CBS were particularly vocal, praising her bravery. Gayle King, a close friend and co-anchor, described Norah as fearless and a true inspiration. Perhaps the most touching support came from her family. Her husband and children became her anchors, offering her the strength she needed to face this challenge. For Norah, their unwavering love reminded her that she wasn't alone in this fight. Norah O'Donnell's struggle with melanoma. When Norah O'Donnell, a trusted face in journalism, revealed her diagnosis of melanoma, it sent shockwaves through her fans and colleagues alike. How could someone so poised, so powerful, be grappling with a condition as serious as skin cancer? What does this mean for her future and her family? Let's take a closer look at melanoma, how it affects daily life, and what Norah's journey teaches us about resilience and hope. Could this be one of the toughest battles Norah has ever faced? What is melanoma? Melanoma is not just skin cancer. It is one of the most aggressive and potentially deadly forms of the disease. Originating in melanocytes, the cells that give our skin its pigment, melanoma often begins as an irregular mole or a dark spot on the skin. But it doesn't stop there. It has the ability to spread to other organs if not caught and treated early. For Norah, the diagnosis of melanoma is not merely a medical issue. It's a personal battle, a stark reminder of how even small changes in our health can carry significant risks. But what causes this condition? The causes of melanoma. Melanoma's primary culprit is ultraviolet, UV radiation, which comes from the sun or tanning beds. These rays penetrate the skin, damaging DNA and triggering mutations in skin cells. Factors like fair skin, a history of sunburns, or a family history of melanoma can also increase the risk. Norah has often shared her love for the outdoors, something she likely cherished with her family. Could those sunny days spent outside have unknowingly led to this? While we may never know the exact cause, her story is a wake-up call for us all to be vigilant about our skin health. Have you ever thought that a simple mole could turn into something life-threatening? Symptoms and warning signs. One of the reasons melanoma can be so dangerous is its ability to hide in plain sight. It often starts as a mole that changes in size, shape, or color. Doctors use the ABCDE rule to identify warning signs. A. Asymmetry. One half of the mole doesn't match the other. B. Border. Edges that are irregular, ragged, or blurred. C. Color. Variations in shades of brown, black, or other colors. D. Diameter. A mole larger than 6 millimeters, about the size of a pencil eraser. E. Evolving. Any change in size, shape, or color. For someone like Norah, who likely spends hours under bright studio lights, it's possible she noticed one of these signs and decided to take action. Catching melanoma early can significantly improve the chances of recovery. Impact on Norah's life. Melanoma isn't just about physical health. It comes with a heavy emotional burden. For someone as busy and accomplished as Norah, the diagnosis might have been an abrupt halt to her otherwise fast-paced life. Suddenly, there are doctor appointments, biopsies, and the looming possibility of treatments like surgery or immunotherapy. Imagine balancing this with the high-pressure world of journalism, where she's responsible for delivering accurate news to millions. The emotional strain of facing cancer while maintaining a professional demeanor is no small feat. Norah's family has always been a central part of her life. As she navigates this challenging time, her loved ones are likely stepping up to provide the support she needs. Whether it's her spouse managing daily responsibilities or her children offering emotional encouragement, their role is invaluable. Cancer is not an individual journey. It's a family affair. The O'Donnell household is likely rallying around her, offering everything from practical help to simply being there to listen. How is Norah balancing her role as a mother, a journalist, and a cancer patient? Melanoma treatment often depends on how far the cancer has progressed. If caught early, surgery to remove the cancerous tissue is often the first step. For more advanced stages, treatments like immunotherapy, targeted therapy, or even radiation might be necessary. While Norah hasn't disclosed the specifics of her treatment, her story sheds light on the importance of regular skin checks and early intervention. Melanoma is one of the most treatable cancers when detected early, but it requires vigilance. Current professional role. As the anchor of CBS Evening News, Norah O'Donnell isn't just another journalist. She's a trusted voice millions tune into daily for clarity and truth. But what happens when the person delivering the news becomes the news? Norah recently revealed a personal health challenge, a melanoma in situ diagnosis. This form of skin cancer, while caught early, still required invasive surgery and a recovery period. Here's the question everyone's asking. Can Norah maintain the grueling demands of her role at CBS? Or will this diagnosis force her to reconsider her career path? The reality of her surgery, a 3-inch scar on her back, paints a picture of a woman grappling with more than just her job. Norah has shared that her physical recovery kept her away from normal activities, including exercise. While she has shown resilience by returning to her desk, it raises the suspenseful question: how long can she balance such a demanding career with her newfound health priorities? Public appearances and statements. Norah didn't hide her diagnosis. Instead, she turned her personal battle into a public teaching moment. In interviews, she called her diagnosis a wake-up call, urging everyone to take skin health seriously. But why did she choose to make her journey public? The anchor's candidness may stem from her commitment to raising awareness. Sharing her scar as a reminder of her battle, she emphasized how crucial early detection is. Her openness has inspired countless others to prioritize their health, but it also sparks a crucial question. Does her transparency signal a shift in her career, one where she becomes a leading advocate for health awareness? Imagine this: a news anchor balancing breaking headlines with campaigns for preventive healthcare. It's a powerful combination, but it's not without challenges. If she takes on this dual role, could her career evolve beyond journalism into health advocacy? Potential plans for the future. While Norah hasn't officially announced changes to her professional path, speculation is inevitable. High-pressure roles like hers often demand a delicate balance of personal health and professional responsibility. Could this diagnosis mark the beginning of a slowdown for Norah? Or will it inspire her to tackle health awareness head-on while maintaining her anchor position? Some suggest she might adjust her schedule, prioritizing her well-being by delegating more or stepping back from certain commitments. Others believe she could leverage her platform to bring national attention to skin cancer prevention, blending her journalism skills with a newfound advocacy role. Either way, her story prompts a suspenseful question. How will Norah redefine her career in the wake of this diagnosis? Messages of support. Norah's announcement didn't just resonate with her audience. It sparked a wave of support from fans, colleagues, and notable figures alike. Social media platforms were flooded with messages praising her bravery and applauding her advocacy for health awareness. But here's where it gets interesting. What do these messages of encouragement mean for her future? Public figures often find themselves transformed by the outpouring of love and support during challenging times. Could this overwhelming response empower Norah to step into a new role as a voice for health awareness? And how might her colleagues and the media industry at large rally behind her mission? When Norah shared her journey, the media jumped on the story. Coverage focused not only on her diagnosis, but also on the broader implications of skin cancer awareness. Reports highlighted her role in encouraging others to take preventive steps, such as regular skin checks and sun protection. But here's a thought. Could Norah's story be the catalyst for a national conversation about skin cancer? Media stories like hers have a unique power to shift public perception. Her journey, shared with honesty and courage, has already inspired many to take action. The question remains, will her influence be enough to spark real change in how we approach health education and prevention? One thing is clear. Norah's openness has already had a ripple effect. By speaking about her diagnosis and the steps she took to address it, she's made skin cancer prevention a topic of mainstream conversation. Here's the bigger picture. What happens when someone as influential as Norah O'Donnell takes up a cause? From inspiring viewers to scheduled dermatology appointments to encouraging conversations about health in workplaces, her story has the potential to reach far beyond her immediate audience. But how far can it really go? Will she use her platform to push for policy changes or join forces with health organizations to amplify her message? The impact of her advocacy. Norah's journey isn't just about her, it's about the lessons we can all learn from her experience. She's shown that even those in the spotlight aren't immune to life's challenges. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and early detection when it comes to health. But here's the lingering question. Can Norah's story save lives? By sharing her struggles, she's already made a difference. Whether through personal decisions, like viewers scheduling their first skin check, or broader societal changes like increasing awareness of preventive care, her impact is undeniable. Emotional coping cancer doesn't just attack the body, it weighs heavily on the mind. The fear of the unknown, the endless what-ifs, can feel overwhelming. But Norah's resilience, honed through years of tackling tough stories and leading her team, is likely helping her confront these challenges head-on. She may be relying on therapy, mindfulness practices, or simply leaning on her loved ones for emotional support. These coping mechanisms remind us all that strength isn't about avoiding pain. It's about pushing through it. Norah O'Donnell's journey is not just a battle against melanoma. It's a powerful story of hope, courage, and awareness. By sharing her diagnosis publicly, she has opened the door for conversations about skin health and the importance of regular checkups. Her platform allows her to educate millions about the risks of melanoma and the simple steps we can all take to protect ourselves, using sunscreen, avoiding tanning beds, and getting regular skin exams. In doing so, she's not just fighting her own battle, she's becoming an advocate for others. Could Norah's story save someone's life? Her message might be the wake-up call we all need. Lessons we can learn from Norah's story. Norah's diagnosis is a reminder that health is fragile, even for someone as accomplished and seemingly invincible as her. It shows us that no one is immune to life's unexpected challenges. But it also teaches us the power of early detection, the importance of family support, and the value of facing adversity with grace and determination. As we follow her journey, let's not forget to take her message to heart. Check your skin, support those battling similar challenges, and remember that courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about facing your fears head-on. Could Norah's bravery be the light someone needs in their own dark moment? Share her story. It might make all the difference. If this story moved you, please consider sharing your thoughts in the comments. How do you find strength in challenging times? Have you or someone you love faced a similar journey? Let's create a space for compassion and connection. And if you haven't already, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that truly matter. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and hold your loved ones close.